Hello friends, welcome back to your favorite channel Trading Technicals. Hope all of you doing well. So this is basis on the request which I have received from multiple of you regarding the Fibonacci strategy. So I just wanted to kind of take you through the Fibonacci secret strategy, what we have been following for last few days, and as of now it has given a very good results. So I'll just explain you the concepts which we are talking about on Fibonacci. So basically we have one simple settings which we have done it. Okay, so this one is basically, so I'll just show you the settings first. So what we are considering here is we have important levels which are 0.382, 0.5 and 0.618. Okay, so these are very important levels as per the Fibonacci, right? So what we have done is basically we have only considered these three levels and we have done the multiplication of that levels. So basically we are going with the plus and minus of these same levels. Okay, so whatever retracement is coming, it has to basically play within these ranges. That is what we are anticipating, or that is what we are presuming. Okay, so what we have done is basically we have taken 0.618, 0.382, 0.5, 0.618. Okay, that we have done it in the minus, so that even if we are plotting the trend Fibo, we should not be again plotting that thing for the negative side also, if the trend is reversing or whatever is happening, right? So that we should not again keep on plotting it. So what we have done is basically I have added minus 0.618, okay, and similar levels again, right? So 1.618 minus 0.5 minus 1.5, all these levels, right? So this is what I have done with the settings, and this one you can take it till 3.618. So the same thing has to be followed again and again with the same settings. Okay, so basically 1.618, 1.5, 1.382, okay, then 2.382, 2.5 and 2.618. That is what we are plotting the levels for. Okay, so this is what we have done on the fib retracement settings. Okay, so this is available on TradingView. I am currently showing you the TradingView charts. Okay, you can also follow the same thing on your Zerodha or Upstocks or any other charts where we are getting the TradingView charts. Okay, so you can just make these settings and save those settings as whatever name. So here you will get option as a save as, and save that as a whatever name you want to save it of. Okay, so what basically we are doing now, so we have taken these settings. Okay, and so we will just go back to certain scenarios. Okay, so we had one trending day on this day, right? So we had one fall in the morning. Okay, so before that also, if you see, these were the the fall and then the reversal, right? So this is what happened on 17th of March. Okay, so what I have done is basically I am taking a last swing. So last swing is basically wherever you have seen one top and bottom which is formed. Okay, so here in this scenario, if you see this particular levels, okay, so we had one top and one bottom. Okay, so the last swing of the day was basically this one. Okay, so basically market the Nifty reversed from these levels, came down to this level, then plotted one swing low. Okay, after that it has closed around the day's high. Okay, so that is what we have plotted here. Okay, and we are just connecting these two levels for our Fibo. Okay, so this is what we have done. Okay, and so what is happening basically now, whenever the market is opening, okay, so market, if at all whatever stock or whatever index we are looking at, what we are seeing, what kind of retracements can come on the that particular stock or that particular index, right? So basically this was a last swing. Okay, ideally if at all my trend has to continue within the same range, okay, so either it has to go on the plus side, because this one was uptrend, right? So this was upswing. So what we are basically trying to do, we are basically seeing this one was a uptrend. Now what has happened next day? Next day Nifty has opened gap down, and exactly opened below our fib levels. So basically, if at all it is opening below the fib levels and not sustaining, which is confirming the trend change is happening in this area, right? So what we have done now in this scenario, we can take one put, okay, or we can sell the nifty in a future levels, and our targets will be, immediate targets will be these. So basically what has happened with this trend, nifty try to sustain around these areas, okay. So this was the area, this was a reversal possible area, and what nifty tried to do, it has tried to take a support on these areas, but this support area, none of the candles have closed above this particular level, right? So it was basically telling us that there is a possibility of a downside. Now once we enter around these areas, we will just keep the stop loss around just next candle, which high which is there just above the fib levels, or else if we are selling it above below these levels, we will keep the stop loss just above the fib levels and we will short it, okay. And next target, whatever we are expecting is, our target would be around 16,841 or 842, okay. So as per this, it is 16,853, 16,839 and 16,826. So 853 is what our booking thing is there. So if at all you enter around these levels, right, so 16,939.60, our stop loss would have been around 16,970, right? So that would be around 40 points, and what we have got is around 100 points, right? So 1:2.5 is what the risk reward we have received, okay. So this is what we have plotted on the 17th of March, okay. Now we will remove these all the settings, okay. Don't forget to switch on this magnet mode, so that it will give you exact levels, okay, because sometimes what will happen is we will go above and down on these particular levels, so that to avoid that particular thing is what we are considering, okay. Now next day, what has happened, nifty has given one swing here, okay, and nifty has given one swing here, right? So this is where nifty closed. Now we are again plotting the similar kind of FIBO, and we are plotting with these things, okay. So what has happened, nifty has gone above these levels, okay. So this swing was actually a little smaller, okay. Ideally we should look out for a little bigger swing. However, even if you are plotting with this swing, whatever swing, support and resistance and all the things we are plotting, right? So even if you are plotting with this swing, what has happened, nifty tried to play around these areas only, right? So this one was in between a swing, right? So it has tried to continue with the same trend. So what we are trying to understand is basically wherever our swing level was there, like last swing. So basically this was an uptrend, right? So ideally to break my uptrend, or if at all it has to change the trend for the day, right? So change of the trend only will happen once it breaks this level, okay. So what we will try to consider, we will try to consider this is an up move only, it is continuous to be up move, okay, and hence we will not take any short entries even if this is breaking, okay. So we will wait for either it has to come back to these zones where this last swing was holded back, okay. So basically this one is actually telling me that there is a possible upswing still continues, right? So this one has not changed the trend, so we will continue with our long trades only above these particular levels. So in this scenario, if you would have taken one trade around these areas, okay, one trade around these areas, so it would have hit your SL. But in these kind of scenarios, I generally prefer to keep this as an SL, okay. So closer to this particular place, if at all I am getting any trade, I will trade. But in case even if you are taking a trade, one SL is hit, second SL is hit, and third place it has given the target. So basically one SL, if you look at the SLs around 17,060, your SL would have been just 30 points, okay, 17,030. Next thing, it has gone up, gone down, okay. So it has basically hit your 30 points SL, then another 30 points, 60 points, and then what it has done, 17,054 to 17,122. So basically it has taken out both the SLs, whatever it is recovered in this scenario, right? So we are continuing with the same thing. Now let's look at the next day. Now next day what is happening, we have again a smaller swings, right? So here we have a smaller swing, right? And what it has done, so basically it has just played around these levels, so there is no trade, so we are not taking any sell entry around these levels. Okay, so depending on your strategy, you can take the trades basis on this thing, but here generally you will not take any sell trade because it is still playing above these levels. So only thing is, if at all it is touching these levels, we can see the buy trades, right? Then now this one is a tricky day. Okay, so this one has a very small range. Okay, so very small range it has played with. Okay, and what it has done, it has not given any bigger swings here, right? So what we will do, we will try to consider this as a whole swing, right? So this is our complete swing. Okay, only thing, if at all it is taking, so it is still playing in the inside this range only. Okay, so ideally to break my levels, ideally I should have got either a entry around these break around these levels, okay, for going short, or else if at all it is taking a support. Now as per this, the swing, whatever we are considering, the trend is changed, the trend is confirmed us to be in a different trend, right? So but what is happening is, these levels is just below, it is opening around these levels only, so I don't have a short place here. Okay, I can only wait for this to break, and then I can take a short entry for this target. Okay, but what it has done, it has come back inside this particular range. So here I get one sharp entry towards this fib levels, and then it has kind of gone up and then it came down. Okay, so probably if you have taken the entry around these levels, your SL would have been just below this. Okay, and this would have been our targets around these areas. Okay, so once it has crossed this area, again we can get one entry. Okay, but here the stop loss would have hit, so overall it would have been a kind of a cost to cost day again, and again it has come back on these particular levels. Only thing what we need to consider is, now whenever this is breaking, so this is again a sideways day. Okay, so whatever we have seen in this particular day, it has kind of opened below this range, gone up above these levels. Okay, and then again gone into the range, again it came down, right? So this is where we see these kind of things. Now next one we have, so now in this particular day we have got a very good swing, right? So we have got a swing from almost this level to this level. Okay, so now in this scenario what would happen again, so overall range for the day for me would have been this and this, right? So what it is doing, basically it is opening below this levels, so I get around these levels, I get one buy entry. My target would have been this particular 17,108. Now just a small this thing we have to do to kind of don't get trapped or whatever it is. Okay, so whenever, basically see this day it was a downtrend, right? So downtrend, we are not taking any long entries till the time it is not breaking this level. So we have got only one breaking level, and then we have seen one fall towards these levels, right? So this was the only entry. But what we will do, we will just put one additional confirmation here. Okay, that is again a separate thing. If in case if you want to follow, don't want to follow, depending on you, but these are the basic support and resistance what we will get. However, what we are doing is, we are marking the first 5 minutes high and low. Okay, so in this scenario, if you see, none of the candles are actually closing below this 5 minutes low, right? So none of the candles have closed. In this scenario, what we are doing is, we are looking at a trend confirmation. Now here what is happening, we have one high here. Okay, and one low here, right? So it is basically, even if I am buying around these levels, right? So these levels, my scalping targets has to be this particular level first, right? So first I have to book here, and the second target around this place, right? So it has not exactly achieved the targets, however it has reversed from these levels only. Okay, so this is what we are trying to understand from the fib levels. So now plotting these swing levels is very critical. How do you kind of find out the swing levels? So that we will just see. So now what is important for us is, one is, now the swing levels ideally should be like this, right? So one swing we had here. Okay, now swing levels, how do you plot swing levels? Swing levels, basically we have one high here, then one one low here, right? And then it has gone up and then it has broken. Okay, so whenever this particular level, right? So this one was our swing high, right? Then it came down, then it taken a bounce, and then it has broken this level, right? So this becomes my important critical swing point. Okay, so this one is my swing, because this low was broken. Whatever swing it had built up, that swing it had broken, and hence this becomes my swing. Now next swing would be around these levels, right? So this is where we had one bounce from these levels, right? So if you plot these swings, basically once it is coming from this level, it has kind of gone to this level, right? So this one was a low, right? So what we are doing now with this, we are plotting the day's high, whatever that swing high with this swing low, right? So exactly it has given you bounce. For the scalping thing, it will work superb, because whenever it is coming towards the support and giving you this kind of candles, it will give you quick moves on the upside or downside. Okay, and look at this, how this particular swing, whatever we are talking about, the high low of the day, also the open of the candle. Okay, so open, high, low, close plays a very important role in our intraday trading. Okay, so if you add that particular thing, it will get much more additional confirmation for your trades. Okay, so here also yesterday, if you would have seen, it has exactly at the open levels, it had fallen. So basically one supply zone has built up around these areas, so somebody is sitting and selling around these areas, which is also confirmed. So demand supply thing I have explained in my our live trading sessions. I will upload one more video for that particular thing, just to kind of give you a clear idea. But here what has happened, yes, yesterday, whatever day before yesterday, whatever this position was built up, so this one has basically given me one area which one was a supply zone, right? So exactly it was opened, went down towards our fib levels. Okay, and then it has just bounced, and then in the last few minutes it has given. So whatever I had mentioned in my morning comment on the telegram channel, it was very clear that it will play in the first, it will play in the range, and the second half sell off will happen. So basically we are just going with our complete trend. So for the trend change to happen, or anything has to change, I want the closure above these levels. So if at all it would have given us the fib levels, if it would have given a closure above these levels, probably we would have seen the trend change. Okay, because these important levels, the trend change would have confirmed. However, in this scenario, it is still telling us that it is a sell on rise only. Either markets would have opened above these levels, so it would have given us a clear confirmation that okay, the trend change is happening, and then we have upside targets. However, in this scenario, exactly it's opened at the fib levels, then the shorting trade, first trade successful, we have got the targets, then again it has come back to this same similar kind of levels. Okay, then again a shorting trade, because this was a downtrend, so we are continuing with the selling entries only. Okay, so this is what the fib strategy is, what we are talking about. So we will just see some more on bank nifty, just for your understanding. See, one is here. Okay, we have got one swing here. Okay, so for nifty to change its trend, okay, now to change the trend, sorry, bank nifty, it has to change the trend, it has to break this low. So in this scenario, I'm still looking at buying opportunities, right? So buying opportunity, I got it here. SL would have been here and the target would have been around these levels, right? So exactly, it has achieved the target on the next day, and then it has come down again. So these fib levels can be used very effectively. You can add your high lows and all that things, and then it can confirm you. So in this scenario, see, full day swing is self is your thing. It was first, it was a downtrend, but in this scenario it was a complete sideways. So we are not considering anything as a down or up. Okay, so whatever opportunities we are getting, we will have to trade with these things, right? So we have got one bounce, then one the target, then it has again given entry, no SL hit, second target. Okay, here it has formed a double top kind of formation, then it has fallen and it has gone down, right? So whenever we have getting sideways days, this is what we have to consider. Okay, so that is basically not a trend, right? So this is not a trend. So trend only we will consider when we are seeing some kind of momentum like this or momentum like this, right? So here if we are seeing, we have got this top and this bottom. Okay, so it was a downtrend only, confirmed downtrend, right? So what we are doing is selling opportunities. We are looking at around closer to this areas. Buying opportunities we are not looking at because it's a still a downtrend. So sell on rise is what we are considering here. Okay, so this is what it is, guys. So you just do the practice, you let me know your feedback, if at all anything which we can improvise on this. Okay, also consider your open, high, low, close. Okay, so if you look at here, this one was open. Okay, confirming us that anything which is coming around these areas will be a selling opportunity. Okay, we have one closure around this area. Okay, so this is where it was taking a support. Okay, and after that it has second half, it has given the sell off. So this is what basic strategy it is, and if you practice it more, you might get further more filtrations to cut down your unnecessary trades. Only thing is, wait for your levels. If you don't get the levels, you can avoid the trades for that day. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to the channel, do like the video, and any feedback is there, you can always share it on this comment box just below this video. Thank you, guys.